Hey everybody, this is the developer behind Soviet Soldier, here for the 4th episode of the game. Before I continue, I do want to warn that this does include spoilers, so if anybody's looking for spoiler-free content, I recommend actually buying the game on Steam. Last episode, we saw that Alexei was killed after the Germans attacked Stalingrad, and we're going to continue along with the story in the Battle of Stalingrad. Alright, so here we go. That was a quick loading this.
Shit.
Morning, Ivan.
Morning.
How's that leg doing?
In the last episode, he was shot in the leg. He was just trying to save Alexei.
Well, I'm going to talk to the colonel. Once you're ready, come find me. So
for the rest of this level, he's his maximum speed is reduced because of his wound to the leg. And you see the snow in the sky, given it's Stalingrad and all. Okay, and one thing this episode does, it introduces the penal battalion over here. So the penal battalion for the Soviets mostly consisted of former officers who showed cowardice during the Stalingrad or other offensive, and were put in the penal battalion, where they had to kind of be the frontline soldiers to go into combat. And you see right here, Colonel is now in the penal battalion.
Not a colonel anymore, just Dmitri.
You're still the colonel to me.
Well, not according to the Red Army. I'm lucky they didn't kill me for that retreat.
Sometimes they were killed instead of being put in the penal battalion.
You only took the fall so we wouldn't be punished.
I guess I didn't want to see you two stuck in this penal battalion.
Yeah, so the penal battalion was it was started under Order 227, which was before the Battle of Stalingrad. So it's like, he would have known that some people were, how the conditions were and who happened. Let's see if we can try and get him out. He made like that.
Colonel, if you want, we could create a diversion allowing you to escape.
No. If they catch us, you'll be sent here, or shot.
Well, I'm not going to sit around here doing nothing. I'm going to talk to the commissar about letting you go.
You know, he'll just say no again.
It's better than doing nothing.
She's a stubborn one. I'm sorry to hear about your brother. This war has taken too much from everyone.
Thanks.
As I mentioned, Alexei was died last night when the tanks attacked.
My grandchildren. I tried to save them, but I was too late. Yeah.
He's actually Ukrainian, so his family, they were kind of like in the initial starting invasion. What's interesting about Ukraine and the Nazi invasion is initially the Ukrainians were happy to be relieved from the Soviet regime, but then when the Nazis started killing them, it's like they became very anti-Nazi. That's kind of what happened to his family. You can ask more.
What happened?
When the Germans invaded, much of the Soviet army retreated, leaving civilians to suffer under German occupation. I was able to organize a partisan group to attack Germans and defend civilians. One day, while we were raiding German supply lines, the Germans attacked our base. When I came back, I found the body of my son and his children scattered on the ground. After that, we left for the Red Army.
Very sad story, but not too uncommon for a lot of Soviets during World War II.
Yeah, me too. Now go check on Natalia, and make sure she isn't getting in too much trouble with the commissar.
Alright, now we're gonna go talk to Natalia to try and figure out what's going on. Here they are.
For the last time, I am not going to reinstate the colonel, especially now.
What do you mean, especially now?
We just got orders from High Command to attack a German base, and we need the penal battalion to attack first.
As I mentioned, the penal battalion were usually the first to be sent in. like kind of like the shock troops to try, because they had, oh, let's talk about that later. That's a death sentence, because it was for a lot of them.
The German base, they'll all die. The Germans are too entrenched.
You underestimate our chances. The Germans are suffering more than we are, and even if they fail, our second wave will crush them. And if the Colonel proves his valor in this attack, he will be reinstated.
Yeah, those who actually showed valor during Penal Battalion attacks got reinstated to their previous position, which is a big incentive for them to like go forward and attack.
If he's telling the truth about the attack, this means that we'll be sent next, and we need our guns for that. So go get a gun while I get my rifle.
Okay. And as you can see over there, and in the subtitles, the Commissar is now just delivering a speech to all of the Penal Battalion soldiers to try and get them ready for battle. Over here, I'm going to get the MP40, one of the stolen German weapons. Originally, like when the game launched, this wasn't available, but I've added it recently, so I kind of want to use it a little bit. Alright, come on. Yeah, I'm a little bit slower because of the wound to the leg, so it's like you're going to be a little bit slower in this battle if you tried to save Alexei last time.
The Penal Battalion looks like it's preparing to go into combat. Listen, I think we should go with them. It'll be risky, but we need to keep the Colonel alive. But I won't make that decision if you do not feel comfortable doing it.
I'm going to go fight with the 1st Penal Battalion. It's a little bit more of a fun bet. There's more soldiers to Germans to fight. So it's a little bit more of a fun battle.
Thanks, Ivan.
What are you two doing?
We are going to make sure you don't die.
Don't! It's too risky!
Sorry, we are going to save you.
Need to make that edit.
Charge!
Alright, so now we charge forward, and everybody's going to be a lot faster than me. One little thing, there is you can go down here to go into the sewers. I'm going to rework it to try and make it more aesthetically pleasing, but that's an option. And you can see here the soldiers take cover, or at least some of them do. Oh dang, I'm dead already.
Charge!
Need to go back. Make sure I don't get killed too quickly. Alright, as I was mentioning, like you see some of the soldiers here, they're actually taking cover. I hope to try to implement that in some of the other levels, but it's only in this one and the next level. Took a while to try to implement. And the MP40 kind of runs out of ammo quickly, so make sure to go over the dead bodies to get all the ammo you can. Over here. And we got two Germans very close to each other. That's a little bit worrying. Go, got him. And see, saving right there in the top left, a little bit of a checkpoint. And alright. And you can see right there that we got some of the regular troops coming in. Now the Penal Battalion's already started the attack. And I'm gonna make sure to grab these Molotovs. They're gonna become important in the next couple of seconds. Now you gotta be careful over here. You're kind of out in the open a little bit. You can see they got snipers all around. Alright, I'm heading back. I'm heading back. Shoot. Am I gonna die? Don't die, 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 don't die. Okay. Yeah, if you're ever low on health, just make sure to go just step back a little bit.
I will use a Molotov to destroy its engine in the back.
A lot of dead bodies here. Good because they don't have a rifle right now to take him out. Sniper up top. Very hard to aim when you're... Okay, there, someone got him. Alright, and this is why the Molotovs are important, because right now we've got a Tiger tank. And you can see, like, very powerful. So you gotta try and aim in the back. I'm try and throw 2 Molotovs, see if I can get it. Please don't shoot me, please don't shoot me, please don't shoot me, tank. There we go. Alright, so now we're gonna continue onwards and upwards. Alright, so now we're going to have to advance to the German position up the top of the hill right there. And actually, a lot of the soldiers survived, which usually doesn't happen. A lot of times soldiers just end up dying. Oh, that was interesting. Alright, and as you can see right there, that's the same SS officer that killed your mother and father indirectly in the first level.
Surrender.
So obviously Ivan's a little bit pissed.
Son of a bitch! You don't get to surrender!
Wait, wait. You need me to save your brother.
What do you mean? My brother is dead!
No. Your brother is alive in a prison camp nearby. But soon he'll be transported west. If you bring me to the camp, you can trade me for your brother and other soldiers.
If he's telling the truth, we need to get your brother back before the Red Army gets him. If the Red Army gets him, he'll be sent to a penal battalion for surrendering.
Oh yeah, that's another thing people were sent to the penal battalion for, was surrendering. That was like a very bad thing to do if you're a Soviet soldier. Like even after the war ended, like soldiers were like treated as like an enemy if they surrender, because they're like, oh, you were too much of a coward, or like they're held under suspicion. So for that reason, I'm going to spare him for right now, and hope he'll be able to take us to Alexei so we can save him.
Alright, you live. For now. I know I should have killed him. But if there
Yeah,
was a
given that
chance
he's an
Alexei
SS
was
officer,
alive,
you
I had to
really
take
want to
it.
kill him.
After a while, we were able to find the place he was talking about. Now I have to hope that Alexei is still alive. If he's not, I don't know what to do.
Alright, there we go. That is the 4th episode of Soviet Soldier. Next episode, we are going to try and save Alexei from the Germans. If anyone's like playing the game right now I'm working on trying to get controller support, so that's why like the update's taking a little bit long. It's more complicated than I thought it was going to be. First time game and all. Alright, but thank you all for watching. I really appreciate your support. Make sure to like and subscribe to help boost this stuff and be able to get notified when it comes out. Thank you all, and have a good day. Goodbye.